Welcome, ladies and gents. We've got some more low-budget horror, but this might be a bit of fun. This is Cinderella's Curse, and this is our first look at it. Now, this is from the same distributor, not producers, not filmmakers, but distributor of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. So, they're well-versed in this sort of low-budget horror. And this, I said it yesterday in my box office report that we're going to see more horrors popping up. Some of them obviously with more budgets than others, or higher budgets than others, should I say. It's terrible English. And this is obviously one of the lower budget ranges. But, it's kind of interesting, so I thought we would all appreciate taking a good look, whether it's for ridicule or intrigue. So ITN Studios, the distributor behind cult micro-budget horror Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, has released the first look at its upcoming project, Cinderella's Curse. So again, it's just the distributor. If you didn't like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, it's got nothing to do with them. They are not involved in this at all. This is just the distributor. So this is produced and directed by Louisa Warren, and the film stars Kelly Ryan Sanson, Chrissy Wuana, and Danielle Scott. Harry Boxley, who did Mary Had a Little Lamb, wrote the screenplay. So, essentially, and we kind of know what this is. Obviously, it's a twist on the fairy tale. They're painting it as the spine-chilling twist. And this is some of the screens that they've got of it. Now, it is a bit difficult to say whether this looks good. Obviously. I mean, it definitely looks low budget. I mean, that's just a mask with some blood on it. But I'm not going to begrudge it simply because it's low budget. Some of the best horrors that we love today were considered low budget B movies back in their time. And that's important to note. I mean, let's analyze from a cinematography perspective. I guess it's pretty bog standard framing, but the lens choice is nice because you have a good bokeh effect in the background. There you go. Same here. It's pretty crisp. There's not much sort of artifacting in the corners, so it's a pretty standard lens setup. And obviously when we see a trailer, we'll be able to see what frame rate it's shot in. Generally speaking, hopefully it's going to be that 24 frames a second. That would be good. But it may be shot on sitcom level, which drives all the way up to 60 frames a second. But who knows? The makeup itself, it looks like they've just sort of squirted them with a paintbrush. Flicked the paintbrush bristles. But it doesn't look terrible. What we know about it anyway, it could just be a good bit of fun. It's already started shooting in the UK. And the first images show Sanson with classic blonde ringlets covered in sweat, cuts and grime. And in another image, a blonde woman clad in a white mask is covered in blood and appears to be holding a knife. Yeah, no shit. Obviously. The third image shows Sanson looking on at something in horror, which we can see here. It actually looked different by comparison between that photo and that photo. Very, very different. And this is what we get from Louisa Warren, the producer and director. This is an incredibly unique spin on the Cinderella we all love and know. There are going to be some truly horrific deaths by her hands. I think the gore hounds are in for a treat in my dark retelling. Well, that's a bit of a reveal. It's Cinderella doing the killing. Huh. So, okay. Could have done without that spoiler. There are going to be some truly horrific deaths by her hands. So Cinderella goes on a rampage, basically, is what's going to happen. Alright then. I mean, sure, fine, whatever. Champ Dog Films is producing Cinderella's Curse, which will be on sale at AFM. ITN is set to release the film in October 2023 in time for Halloween. Good time to do it. I don't really understand why why more horrors don't open in the October window. I mean, horror buffs and, film fans, they love a horror around the Halloween time, and there's never usually enough. There's always like one or two around that time, and it's always a shame that there's not more. You'd think they'd use October as the horror month in its entirety and have it the 1st of October onwards, you know, week on, week out, a good horror. Get people in the mood, but never mind. Good time to release. It is releasing this year. That's that's the worrying thing. I mean, obviously, look, it's low budget, right? It's already filming in the UK. It started shooting in the UK, but it's releasing in October. They ain't doing much editing. Fucking hell. Like, that's a quick turnaround. That's a quick turnaround. Oh boy. It's going to be released in 3 months. And it's already started shooting. As in, they're still shooting, I'm guessing. Even if they've just finished shooting, that's still a quick turnaround. Holy shit. For a feature film runtime. Wow. I don't know what to say to that. I genuinely don't know what to say to that. That is rapido, isn't it, eh? That's really, really quick. Now, Louisa Warren, in terms of who this is, and whether any of us know anything about this individual at all. Louisa Warren, director, has done movies such as Tooth Fairy, Return of the Tooth Fairy, Dirty Work, Tooth Fairy 3, The Leprechaun, Curse of the Scarecrow. Fine. Is this the actress and producer, I'm guessing? I don't know who this one is now. Unless she's moved into acting, producing and directing. Oh no, this is the one. Oh yeah, actress and producer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so it is this one. Interesting. There's anything more from here? There is more. Here we go. Is this more stuff of this movie? I think so. Interesting. So here's some more. Here's some more shots, ladies and gents. It is actually right now shooting. This was 6 days ago. Holy shit. Interesting. I don't know what to think of this. She's doing this. God. Yeah, I mean, it looks cheap. But hey, this could be good fun. I'm more concerned by the fact that they've been shooting definitely a week. There's that. They've been shooting for a week and they're releasing in October. I mean, that's slightly concerning, isn't it? That is a quick ass turnaround. Holy shit. Let me know your thoughts down below. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.